Welcome back, guys. How's it going? I figured that I'll come here and do like a little quick do it yourself video. You'll already know that I've talked about this truck right now. Sorry for the lighting if it sucks. Are you having fun itching yourself on my boot, duck bud? Sorry. Cheers. If you guys do like smokeless tobacco, feel free to throw one in. I figured to come on here and talk about something. Okay, you already know that I'm probably end up gonna do like a do-it-yourself water pump. Alright. It's on this 4.7 V8. So I'm gonna show you guys something here. Sorry for the lighting. First things first, you always want to disconnect the battery. That's the first thing, because you don't need to be having anything sparking. Thing after that, if you're gonna do your own water pump, this holes right here, you gotta take this completely off first. After you end up doing that, after you take the holes off, this top shroud here, there's a bolt. Don't mind that, guys. The top shroud's broke. I only have one bolt holding it in place, so yeah, it's a bit of a sketchy truck, but you know what? He's fun to drive. There's a bolt supposed to be down here, but like I said, that's broke. I'm not even gonna bother fixing that. But as long as it can hold it in place and put it right down here between these sensors here. Well, not sensors, but they're for your windshield fluid and wipers. There's a bolt right underneath right here. That's a 10 millimeter. So once this top shroud is off, then you gotta basically take this clutch fan, if that helps, this clutch fan, you gotta take that off. But in order to not have it move, leave the belt on. But once you get this fan off, after you get these two parts off, then you take your idler pulley, bring it up a little ways, just slide your belt off just a little ways so you won't freaking be such a pain in the ass just to get through all this, all that mess that's down there, just to order to get it back on. So if I was you, once you get that idler pulley on, just slip it and just let it hang down. After that, then the bolts to a water pump are about 17 or 18 millimeter, because nowadays everything's freaking metric bullshit. So once you get that off, Then, where the hell did I do with that freaking water pump? Hi, buddy. So, oh, here we go. So, once you get that water pump, the old one off, this should came with a, what do I call it? A seal. What I mean by a seal is this rubber piece right here. Basically, that's a gasket. So once you get the old one off, you gotta make sure around where the water pump goes, make sure that's very, very clean. Because if that's not clean, then you'll have all this debris and whatnot floating around in your antifreeze coolant. So what I like to do is, for a little extra sealant, I like to take some stuff to put right on here for a sealant, just for a little extra sealant, just to go around here to make sure it's nice and sealed. So once, make sure, like I said, where this goes, like where the bolts and everything line up to, make sure that's nice and clean, because you don't want no debris or shit flowing around in your coolant. So I highly suggest to take like a yall. Well, don't take a screwdriver or a flat head or a flat scraper, because you don't want a scraper or a screwdriver to nick the where a water pump goes, because once that is nicked, you're basically shit out of luck. So I highly suggest cleaning around there. After that's all done, wipe it down with a clean cloth. Make sure there's no dirt or anything that's on it. Take some WD-40 and yall. Go around it and clean it really, really good, so there's no gasket, so our sealant that's on there anymore, so it can be nice and clean once you put that water pump on. So once you put that new water pump on, it's vice versa. Basically putting the belt back on right, so you can line up on those grooves. Put the fan back on, the top shroud, and after you put the top shroud back on, you then put your top hose back on, connect your battery, then start it up just to see if there's any leaks. But a good way to indicate that you got a bad water pump is being wet around the water pump. That's a good indicator that the water pump is shot. And just don't be like Bruce Jenner being shot with only one water pump. So, but anyways, I just figured come on here and do a little, do a quick DIY or DIY, do it yourself video. So that's one of the easiest ways, is to find out if there's any wet spots around the water pump. Now if you got a bad leak coming from somewhere, make sure you check all your hoses, cause if you don't, that could be one of the problems. If you're having like a bad antifreeze leak, this like a hose like here could be bad, or that other hose I showed you, that could be shot too. But either one of them is not. So, but that's a quick rundown on doing a water pump on 4.7 V8 for Dodge. So once I get started, I'll do a quick a little rundown on how I want to show you how to do this the correct way. I just shown you how by talking about it. I'd rather do it and show you. That will be on one of the next videos. So like here's some real quick. See the battery terminals for positive. A good way to clean that up is a wire brush and Coca-Cola. Just take a can of Coke, not the stuff that you snort either. That okay, I got a little bit in here, and take a wire brush. If you're gonna ask me how I know this, I've done it before. Take a wire brush. Okay, here we go. And take that battery terminal off and clean it up some. But I'm just take a little bit of that. A little bit of Coke will do it. Not that stuff that I snort. And no, it's not a Bill well, it's kind of like a Bill Cosby can anyway, but then you just start cleaning. Because there's acid in the Coca-Cola where basically it can clean up corrosion, Copperhead Pennies, not Copperhead Road by Steve Earle, but still, don't be afraid, get a little dirty, you know. So, and after that, just wipe it off. So, just a little quick tip. So, and here's one more quick tip. If you have some piece of chrome that has a little bit of rust on it, here's a little trick that I picked up. Take a piece of tinfoil, aluminum tinfoil, and car wax. Whatever rust you got on a chrome, just wipe it on. Once you start seeing that rust to go away, take a piece of clean cloth or a paper towel and just wipe it off, and the rest will be gone. Met a gentleman at a car show about almost 10 years ago, told me that trick. Coolest trick ever. So, but anyways, that'll be for now. So see y'all on the next video, alright? And don't be like Bruce Jenner swapping shit out, alright? But y'all have a good evening, alright? Bye.